Flue plats in the modern version of the layout. Right, dab with the brakes. That is 2 wheels in the air. We just wheelied. We just wheelied a 70s F1 car. And a lot of wee came out while I did it, I think, as well. So, the Nordschleife today is one of the last great racetracks in the world. Still feared and respected by all manner of racing drivers and ordinary people alike. The track serves a dual purpose, not only for racing, but also for tourist layout, where people can turn up and drive in whatever they want and pay their 25 euros and go for a lap. But back in the 60s, the Nordschleife was a different beast. If you think it was scary now, it was terrifying back then. No catch fencing, no barriers, just grass, curbs, and a forest to the side of the road. So terrifying, in fact, that Sir Jackie Stewart nicknamed the track the Green Hell after his victory in the rain and the fog of 1968. Now, I was scrolling Twitter this morning when I came across a video of an onboard from 1967, and it was mesmerizing. The skill, the balance, and just the bravery of the drivers you can see in the way they flick the wheel, use the throttle, use the brake. It's honestly awesome to watch, and I'll put some of the video up now while I'm just speaking the intro. But I thought I would want to get as close as possible in a sim to what those drivers experienced. So, luckily, for Assetto Corsa, there is an excellent version of the track from 1967, and there's only one car I can pick, which is Formula RSS 1970 V8, Racing Studio's brand new addition to Assetto Corsa, based on a 1970 F1 car with that glorious DFV Cosworth V8 singing in your ears. There's no better car that I can take to the racetrack, especially in VR. H pattern, we're going to be heel towing on the downshifts. This is going to be an absolute experience, and just to make it even better, we're going to chuck some AI in. So we've got 20 opponents, 3-lap race here at the Nordschleife in 1967. So without further ado, I will meet you guys on the track. This is going to be a good one. You're going to want to watch this. Alrighty, here we are on the grid. 4, 5, 6 lights, and it is lights out and away we there. Don't go, in fact, actually. AI get a bit of a struggle on the start here. Come on, lads, there's a race to be had here. And now everyone gets their foot down. Now everyone fires the throttle pedal. They are 4 wide up ahead. I am going to sit back, I think, into T1 and just let them scrap it all out. Try and pick up the pieces. Now, first corner. Okay, there's a big blockage going on somewhere. Oh, so that's someone parked off on the inside. He's just going to chill there for the rest of the race. Understandable, really. Right, let's just try and hug the inside. Come on. And now, finally, unleash that throttle pedal. There we go. AI really struggling up ahead here. Right, we're going to sit in the slipstream. This car up ahead. Right, first corner, proper Nordschleife. Banks left-hander. How late do we brake? Oh, that's very late. That's very late. He moves to the right on the entry. Oh, you can't do that, mate. That was absolutely terrifying, even though we were going in very hot. And now this is where things start to get very familiar. Sabine Schmidt's curve, as it's known now. First corner on the Nordschleife now. And now down into Hatzenbach. Much tighter on this layout. In fact, he's very, very... Is he still there? He's still there. Okay, he's managed to hold it. Right, second gear. Turn it in. Just this nice little sequence of corners. Clumsy, but it'll do. Just got to feed it through. Mind these massive curbs here. And in fact, they're not curbs. I'll go far as to say they're brick walls that you have to try and avoid on the inside of these corners. And now find the right-hander and then let it just drift to the left. And now we plunge down the hill before immediately heading up the hill. And what a massive climb that is. You don't get a feeling for that up to Flue plats in the modern version of the layout. Right, dab with the brakes. That is 2 wheels in the air. We just wheelied. We just wheelied a 70s F1 car. And a lot of wee came out while I did it, I think, as well. Now finally unleash all the way up to almost 10,000 RPM. Fastest point of the circuit. We're going to go too wide. He has to give me the space. Heading into Schradenkreuz. My voice got a bit high-pitched there because I feared for my life. Down into Arenberg. Down to second gear. Just feed it in. And then finally get on the throttle. Try not to hit into the concrete archway on the exit. Fourth gear. Fifth gear down into Foxhole or compression. Whatever you want to call it. But Oh, your stomach turns when you hit the bottom of the hill there. Down to third gear into Ardner Faust. Clumsy in the modern version. Clumsy in this version as well after the high-speed sections that you've just been through. Just got to be patient, babe. Pay patient, then hit the throttle. Second gear, third gear. Up to fourth. Now, this next left-hander, much tighter than it is. Oh, a bit early on the brakes there into Metzger's field. And then again, second of these two left-handers. Feed it in, feed it in. Watch the exit. Track gets away from you. See the car dancing around. And now down into the hairpin. Oh, late apex, very late apex, or no apex in my case. Come on, let's catch up to these guys up ahead. Left foot brake. That's the grass, that's the grass. As we go through Piff Paff and into Miss Hit Miss. Which on this version of the track is actually kind of hit, miss, I think, to be honest. And now slowest corner on the circuit. Down into the hairpin, first gear. Just let it roll through here. Nice and patient, nice and patient. Track really tightens up on exit, so you've got to really keep it to the inside. You have a quick glance in the mirrors. We've still got cars around us to be wary of. Second gear. Down into the corner I can never remember the name of. And now Exmoor again. Just like the hairpin. It tightens up on exit. You've got to really watch it. We get a nice, clean run out of the corner. Cuts off the inside, cuts off the outside. Nowhere really to get past there. And now into Bergwerk. Just going to take it nice and easy. Focus on the exit. No slipping, no sliding. Very nice job. Nice and smooth. Nice and boring, to be honest. But trying to drive quickly in now. We get to unleash all 450, 500 horsepower up the hill. Just look at the side, though. I'm doing, what, 160? Big lift there. 160 mile an hour. And there's just trees. There's just trees and there's just hills. And there's people standing at the side of the track. It makes me wonder how any of these drivers ever sat down in any of these cars because of the gigantic pair that was between their legs to want to get in and drive this, knowing that if you go off, you're not going to have an accident. You're not going to have a broken leg or a broken arm. You're going to die. If you go off here, you're going to die. There is no coming back from it. And over the years, especially back here, nicknamed the Green Hell, of course, by Sir Jackie Stewart, this track claimed so many lives, yet people, out of the thrill and the want to do this, still got in and drove as the car ahead misses the carousel. Is he going to come back down on us? Okay, he thought about it, but he thought better of it. Woohoo! I thought I was gone then. Right, now, finally, we get to the last third of the Nordschleife. We're already 2/3 of the way through the lap. And this has got to be one of the best sequences in any racetrack anywhere in the world. And it is so much better on this old version. No curbs, no barriers, just a grass mound, a grass hill to the side of the track through Whipperman. No curb to smack on the inside, so no Whipperman challenge. Sorry, Misha. Down to second gear. Again, this corner tightens up very much an exit as the 24s found out. Down to Eichbock. I think it's Eichbock anyway. Luckily, this version of the track also has corner names and big signs on the entry to most of the corners. So for the ones you forget, as we head to Brunchen and into YouTube corner, which surprisingly enough doesn't have a sign that says YouTube. YouTube wouldn't be invented for another, about 50 years. Now this corner, very much tight. Same as this left-hander, this catches me out all the time. Whoa. That is probably one of the most high-speed corners in the modern version of the track. Flansgarten. No big jumper Flansgarten on this one. The track's actually much more of a dramatic drop there. But all these left-handers, they're so much tighter. There's so much less speed you can carry through them. There's the big drop, though. Oh, my stomach went light then going down there. I wasn't expecting it. Oh, little corner cut. No one ever saw a thing. And we're almost towards the end of the lap now. Just a few more corners to go. But we got another lap to go. So it's all right. Second gear. Just blip downshifting there. No need to brake in heel toe. Second carousel. Again, just like the first carousel. No, it's just like the first carousel. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I might eventually be able to talk about the carousel once we get onto the Dottinger, which is not a straight. And you'll see that as we come around the corner to reveal that. That is not a straight, and that is definitely not flat. And now, all 450, 500 horsepower can be unleashed. Please don't squeeze me into the hedge. There's literal hedges. This is just a back road. That's a hedge. Come on. 4th gear, 5th gear. Well, that's 10,000 RPM. I think we're clear on the left. No, he's coming back at us. It's a drag race with the 23. How late? Big hit of the brakes. I'm not brave enough there. Oh my god, he braked hard. That was terrifying. Tiergarten, I want to slow down. Can I get off this roller coaster, please? Scream if you want to go faster. I'm screaming and I'm going faster. Come on. All right. And that is one lap of the Nordschleife just about completed. But we got another lap to go. Leaders on the final lap. There's a few cars in the pits that have absolutely definitely pieced out. Right. First corner should be much more calming this time. No massive pile-up. Saying that, car ahead locks up. Just see a big puff of smoke coming off the back of his car. Through the long banked right-hander. Trying not to touch the grass. Just waiting, edging the throttle pedal. Open up the steering, and finally, now get on the throttle. We got a very nice run out of there. We'll finish talking about the carousel when we get to it next time. But now we got a fight with this 23 on our hands of Charles Nichols. That's so cool in VR that you can just literally look over. Block shift down to second. Have we got past? Have we got past? We've gone a bit deep, though. We have got past. Right, Sabine Schmidt's curve for the second time. Ooh, very deep at the apex there. Is he going to come back at us? Best thing about VR has to be just checking the mirrors. Again, left foot brake through here. Oh, no, that's not enough left foot braking. Come on, hold it. Oh, I see some competitors up ahead we can possibly think about an overtake on. Or just try and survive. Oh, okay. I think we've cooked the front tyres a little bit. These bias ply tyres really not reacting well all of a sudden. So much understeer. Just lack of grip. Come on, first gear. Let's just counter the understeer. Just like that. Counter the understeer with a big old smack of the right foot into the throttle pedal. And now up this box once we go again. 3rd gear, 4th gear. A crow over the bridge. And now how much airtime are we going to get? Let's keep it flat. Whoa. That is a full wheelie in a 60s F1 car. I love this. I absolutely love this. This is just, honestly, so good. And I haven't even talked about this car yet from Racing Studios. I'm going to link in the description below a video to Sim Racing 604's channel. He's done a really awesome video showcasing all the awesome details in this car and just how much time and effort and love has gone into this thing. Because RSS, I'll be honest, RSS kind of missed a beat with the Formula Hybrid 22. But they have not missed anything on this car. 7 different aero layouts, slick tyres, bi-spline tyres that we're running now. It is just absolutely awesome. And just the sound, the noise, the feel, the experience you get from driving this car is honestly better than anything else anywhere. If you're looking for the 70s F1 experience, the true 70s F1 experience, this is the car for you. And if you have VR, do it. It is... This is an absolute monster of a vehicle. Just enough respect for it. You got to remember that this thing claims lives. If you push it too hard, you just got to have the respect, but the fun, the joy, the thrill of driving this, especially around the 60s Nordschleife, just counter steering, just the 4-wheel slide is honestly like nothing else you can possibly imagine. You really feel the immersion, honestly. I am fully immersed. I could be here right now if I wasn't in a bathtub full of petrol, you know, on wheels at 190 mile an hour, wanting to die. Okay, come on, mate. Get a move on. We're getting a bit held up here now. Gonna have to think about a move. A bit wide. But that's the funny thing about this version of the track. I'm going off on many tangents here, but I don't care. I'm having fun, and I hope you're enjoying the video as well. If you are, leave a like, subscribe, you know, all the good stuff. But anyway, how I describe this version of the track, having plowed... Right, let me start this again. having plowed so many thousands, tens of thousands of hours into what is the modern version of the track across multiple different sims, driving this version of the track, it's like seeing pictures of your family when they're young. You know it's your dad, but you find it weird to see him have hair or wear that weird shirt from the 70s or the 80s. It's just like that. You know what it is, but you just feel like something's just not quite there. And that's what I mean. Like, you know the corners, but they're all slightly different angled, or there's a slightly different bit of an elevation change, or there's a massive drop, and all your reference points, like, you're looking out for them, but they're not there. Like, Muck Curver, for example. You want to look for that curve on the entry, but it's not there. There's just a tree, or there's just a grass verge. And that's how I describe this version of the track. Oh, that's hot, that's hot. Like, you're going into it knowing that the corner's going to be there, but it's just slightly different, and it kind of catches you out, which is why I keep going off a bit. But you know the layout, and you know the track, and honestly, it's so awesome. But anyway, we can finally finish our conversation about the carousel as we get ejected out of it. I can't really demonstrate this now either. But this version of the carousel, it's so much smoother. The one thing I find cool is that, as far as I know, the carousel in real life has never been resurfaced. So you're talking 60, 70 years of all manner of cars, GT cars, Group C cars, the legends that have raced around here over the years, scraping along the inside of that piece of concrete. It's so bumpy in the modern version, but on here it's smooth. It's easy, in fact, is what it is. But anyway, let's just concentrate for a second, because we've got Whipperman to fight. The rest of the track, however, is still super, super bumpy. Come on, come on. There we go, there we go. Oh. Just making noises now. I am so immersed, honestly. Concentrating so hard. Come on, get a move on with it. Brunchen. I thought about a move there, but I didn't fancy making an overtake while in the air, to be honest. But that is left-hander tight, super tight, super tight. Much tighter than it is in real life now. Same as here. Normally, you'd be flat all the way to Flansgarten, but instead, where's the track on? Come on. Get back on the track. As we nearly head off into the trees there. Come on. I'm starting to lose it here. I think my brain is starting to go. And I've only done 2 laps, which means, honestly, the respect I have for the drivers that used to drive this is off the scale. I mean, I'm terrified and I'm sitting in VR in the comfort of my bedroom at home. Again, the corner cut. No one saw anything. But I fear for my life when I had that crash. It is, honestly, just the I keep banging on about immersion and just the awesomeness of it. But that's how it is. It is just that awesome. You feel the car dancing around underneath you. And if only I had a direct drive wheel, this would be even more awesome. Whoa. Big moment. And now, finally, we can have one last big adrenaline rush through Gallenkorf, or however it's pronounced. Sorry to any Germans watching this video for any of the pronunciation that has gone horribly wrong. But now we can finally get up the gears once again. We got a nice big toe. Come on. One last position to gain. Don't know where we're going to finish. We started last. We're in the slipstream. We're gaining. Are we gaining? I think we are gaining. Foot is flat to the floor now. All the way out. 10,000 RPM. Engine screaming behind us. No one behind us in the mirrors. How much speed do we dare take over what is now, well, bridge? Dab of the brakes, turn it in. Oh, maybe we can make the move. We do finally get past the 24. He's the one we were battling with right from the start of the race. Tiergarten down 2nd gear. 1st gear, a bit of a bad line, but he's still hovering around. He wants his position back, but he's not going to get it. We get a nice exit out of the last corner. Past the Dunlop sign. And across the line, we finished 6th in the end there. 15 places gained from 21st up to 6th. Oh, wow. Okay, that's an awesome sight. Seeing the cars come hammering down. Oh, wow. 6th in the end there. Only 14 seconds off the lead as well. Whew. Wow. I am sweaty after that, you can see. Whew. That was one hell of an experience. In VR as well. Yeah, if you haven't already, do this. Go drive 60s F1. Especially this RSS car. There's also the Kunos cars as well that are just as awesome. But to answer the question of the title of this video, what is it like to drive the Nordschleife in the 1960s? The answer is absolutely terrifying, to be honest. But the rush and the immersion, the experience that you can get is absolutely awesome. And yeah, all that's left me to say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I've enjoyed making this video. If you have, then leave a like, subscribe if you want to as well. Keep your eyes peeled for more iRacing and Assetto Corsa content coming soon. Check me out on Twitch in the description below. But yeah, all that's left me to say is check this out. Go drive this. You won't regret it. And have a really awesome rest of your day. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.